you mentioned in your talk that consumer adoption of video is not all that impressive at this stage, and there's still a lot of unanswered questions about it. And I've noticed that in some overseas markets, I think South Korea particularly, people are sort of losing their shirts on video because they gave it away too cheaply too soon. How do you see video evolving on mobile? Is it something that's definitely going to work, or is it something that could take a long time?
So it's great to see you actually, engage and go do the analysis on that, because you'd be surprised how many of your colleagues just, reading one or two lines from some report and just go, oh, Korea, they must have it all right. To your point, I was there in January of this year, and how are we different? Let me count the ways. One is, it's a free over-the-air service that the government basically mandated that said, for, I don't know what the affiliates here are in San Francisco, KABC, KBZ, whatever, the CBS, the ABC, the Fox, and the NBC affiliates, the operators there have to put a receiver in the device so it can capture the over-the-air signals. That's not something they're selling. That's something they were told to go do, and they do it. They do sell a satellite-based service over there as well. Adoption, based on the numbers I saw, is like 1.5 million, and they're about 45 million customers total. So I wouldn't call that, like deep penetration. And when you think about Korean lifestyles versus American lifestyles, I'll speak from my, ugly American self here. I've got 2 HD TVs, and I've got a couple of other TVs scattered in my house. In Korea, at least what I observed in Seoul, and I was there for a week, so I'm not an expert. But when you look outside of like I was looking at my hotel this morning, I could see the Transamerica building. Imagine for as far as the eye could see, all you could see were towers of living residences and businesses. That's what Seoul, Korea looked. Have you been to Korea?
No.
So that's what it looks like. There are 25 million people in Seoul during the day, every day. So space is at a premium. And your average, this is what the Korean folks told me, your average family has one place where they all watch TV, and there's one big television in the house, and there aren't any others. So kids are taking those TVs and watching them, the mobile TVs, and watching them in other rooms to have their own privacy. And then think about the first time you drove your own car or had your own apartment, and those kinds of independent kinds of things. So it's just a difference in consumer behavior. Back to your question about American content and what we're looking at, we just haven't hit the right match yet. As we think about, we've got to come to some understanding on the economics of everybody's business. So it costs me a lot of money to stream a service to a customer. It costs me a lot of money to outfit a device so a customer gets a good experience on video. It costs a content provider a lot of money to produce the content, get the producers and the actors and the various production companies, everybody else. So right now, based on my cost and their cost and the customer's willingness to pay, there's no intersection. That's my point, is that we have to come up with a compelling set of content at a price point that makes sense for all of us economically, or the system will develop. There are some one-offs here and there. But as a general rule, if you think about video content, everything that we're doing on mobile is sort of the opposite of where customers are going for their own consumption habits. Bigger screens, higher resolution, on demand, long form content, and I can't really do any of that right now.